Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 11th to the 20th, 2019. That's 2019 reading for you today. Now, I ask that you guys give this video a thumbs up. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel. This is the way you let YouTube know that you're appreciating the content that I'm putting out. And I like to start each reading with an attitude of gratitude. So I want to thank you so much. Whether you're new or old to this channel, for tuning in and stopping by, it's an absolute pleasure having you here. If you would like to book a private reading with me or donate to my channel, all that information will be in the description box below. It will also have the links to all the cards that I use there. So let's see now, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, what August 11th to the 20th, 2019, that's 2019, has in store for you. August 11th to the 20th, 2019, Taurus. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Show me clearly. August 11th to the 20th, 2019, Taurus. Oh, goodness. Okay, so that's where everything fell. So that's where Spirit wants me to stop. At the center of everything, Taurus, is you as the Page of Pentacles. Now, you are represented by the Pentacles in the Minor Arcana. You are represented by, okay, there we go, that's better. You are represented by the Hierophant in the Major Arcana. This is saying that at the heart of these 10 days is going to be a time of study, of learning, of comprehension, and expansion. You're crowned by the Nine of Wands. You're battered and bruised. You've been through a lot. You've been going through a lot. Everybody's words and actions are kind of coming at you, and you need to take time to rest. You need to take time to heal. You need to take time to take care of yourself. That's going to be highly important especially for these 10 days. Oh, I love it. Once you do that, okay, at your heart is a student, but you're going to be seen as a king. And I see the kings as the actors upon the stage. They are the ones that, handle the situation and move forward and just keep on going. That's going to be how people see you. That's also going to be your mentality for these 10 days. It's kind of like keep on going, keep on moving forward, keep on going after what it is that you want, and you will absolutely get there. Now, you have the Three of Swords, so which means that as you're super hyper focused, and let me just put out, yeah, that makes sense, all the rest of these cards. Oh, I love that. You have the Page and then the King of both Pentacles. Oh, that's amazing. Let's see. Okay, you see all of that? Brilliant. All right, so you have here just a sense of needing to address emotions that are holding you back, keeping you sad. You might be feeling rather blue during this time, rather pulled in an emotion of contemplation, introspection, but just a bit of sorrow is coming over you. And this is telling me to tell you that it's okay. I'm just going to move this. Okay, perfect. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be overwhelmed. It's okay to, sit there and not know how you're going to move forward. It might not be a feeling that you like or a way that you want to be, but here Spirit is telling me to let you know first and foremost and above all else that you are safe. And that is something that I'm seeing here that is really quite beautiful. Let's see your fairy guidance. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Taurus, August 11th to the 20th, 2019. Taurus, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. This one right here, communication, and this one here, compassion. So communication with compassion is going to be very, very valuable to you. The way that you state things, the way that you hear things, if you come from a place of compassion. Yeah, you have communication again, so there's going to be a lot of conversing, and I've already shuffled and meditated upon these, so when they just kind of fall out like that, that's actually a really good sign. So we're starting here with communication. And this says, effective communication builds a deep bond grounded in common trust and understanding. So moving forward with a trust in yourself, moving forward knowing that you have these building blocks, and also that you have these building blocks within you is going to be something that's going to be peaceful. It's going to be reassuring. It's going to be something that leads you forward to the place that you want to be, to the place that you need to be. The color shining through here is red. That's healing and cleansing the root chakra. Then we have nurture. Nurturing your inner child supplies you with the innocent joy of living. You have to connect with the inner you. You have to connect with that inner child. All right, that's going to be something that's very, very, very important. Not only are you being a student of things, learning things, comprehending things, moving forward in this knowledge, but connecting with your inner child, and knowing that your inner child is going to be really prevalent in your life during these 10 days is going to be very healing for you. The color that shines through here is purple. That's healing and cleansing the crown chakra. Then we have communication, once again. So the sharing of ideas, of insights and ideas are embodied through the art of communication. Making sure you share your higher self, making sure you share your inner self, not only with the world around you, but with yourself. Having conversations with you, sitting there and connecting with you is going to help you move forward to the place that you want to be, to the place that you need to be, to the healing that you really desire. Then we have compassion. By widening your circle of compassion for all nature's creatures, your spirit will soar. So your spirit will soar, and you're sharing such beauty with the world. So that's going to be something that's absolutely profound for you. Just the sharing of compassion. Finding that even if, let's say you're on a line in the checkout market, and this one person is in front of you, and they're taking forever, instead of getting mad, huffing, puffing, wait, just be patient and be present in that moment. You will see that life moves forward for you a bit better, a bit sweeter, a bit more kindly, all right? At the heart of everything, you have the Page of Pentacles. So this is you. Now, I saw this originally as you being a student, as you having a lot to learn during these 10 days. And I don't mean that you're going to, sit there and have a lot of lessons and everything like that. I mean that you're going to be rather introspective during these 10 days. You're going to sit there and take in knowledge that is absolutely valuable for you to move forward in prosperity. There are going to be opportunities handed to you, maybe not saying, oh, Taurus, can you come and learn this? Can you come and learn that? But opportunities where somebody you're working with or somebody that you meet shares knowledge with you that really helps you move forward to the place that you want to be, to the place that you need to be within your life. And then we have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is love. So this is also falling in love with your inner child, which I know sounds odd, but falling in love with your inner child is looking back on small you, Taurus. Looking back on little you and saying, you know what? I love you. And it's loving you through disappointments. It's loving you through things that you look at and say, oh, I could have done that better. I should have done this better. No, it's looking at you as a child, as you were developing, and saying, wow, you did the best that you could. Or wow, you learned that you really needed to handle that situation different in the future. So it doesn't have to be when you were a child, like, super little infancy, toddler stage. It could be you when you're 10 years old. It could be you when you're 15 years old. It could be you when you're 20 years old. It can even be you when you're in your early 20s or, wherever you learned these valuable lessons. So you don't need to put a timestamp on it. But it needs to be that when you look back at past you can say, wow, Taurus. I may not have done it like that now, but that knowledge, that understanding, that was one of the cornerstones of my existence. Beware the gift of Aphrodite, just because love sometimes comes with complications, all right? Because remember, Aphrodite started the Trojan War. She didn't need to do that. She could have picked the most beautiful woman from the world and not have her be somebody else's husband and not have her be married to a king, because if she was a peasant, nobody would have minded. So here, there is just a sense of love coming into your life, of joy coming into your life. But just be conscious that it comes with contingency plans. It comes with its own set of baggage, even if it's you falling in love. All right? That person, every single person on this earth is broken. We're all broken in different ways. Okay? So that person comes with their own set of problems. And being open to saying, yes, we will grow in love, but we will also grow in healing. All right? That's going to be very important for you for these 10 days, growing in love, but growing in healing also. And that goes for everything. It goes for friendships. It goes for any sort of relationship that you find yourself in, even relationships with coworkers. You're sitting there and you're like, oh my God, I just can't stand this person. Well, that person is broken too. And trying to have compassion. I'm not saying for you to be a doormat, because Lord knows that that's not what you need. But just coming from a place of compassion is going to be very grounding, very centering, and actually very freeing for you. You have at your crown here, the Nine of Wands. Now you have a repeat of the number 9, meaning you're coming to you're coming to the end of a cycle. You're not quite there yet. And you might be really frustrated because you might be sitting there and saying, Dean, I want all 10s. I want this cycle to end. Well, this is saying, look at things, understand things, move forward in your truth. We have the 9 of Wands. You feel battered and bruised. It's like, enough is enough. I'm tired of this game. You have your armor on. You are able to move forward slowly and steadily in your prosperity. And one of the things that might be really frustrating for you is that you could go farther. You know that there's more out there in the horizon for you, but you're not quite there yet because there's still things you have to learn. There's still ways that you have to move forward here. So know that you are slowly and steadily reaching your potential, but you have to kind of cloud out the outside world. You have to listen to your inner guidance, your inner understanding, because everybody's kind of shouting at you. Everybody wants you to do this and do that and pull you this way and pull you that way. And you're like, oh my gosh, enough is enough. Because quite frankly, enough is enough. Center your soul, center yourself, move yourself forward. Headaches, body pain, because you're trying to do too much. You're trying to go too far. You're overwhelming yourself. And you can't be, what Spirit is saying to me over and over right now is that you can't be everything to everyone. And you can break yourself trying. So just know that. Just know that it's highly important. It's highly important right now. Water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This is also you needing to be healed and you needing to take time to heal yourself. Now, it can be a connection with a water sign, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer, and you moving forward. It can be with them, it can be without them. This is a general reading. It's going to be different for each and every one of you. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Here you are moving forward. You're being a student of love. Just like here, you're being a student of prosperity. You're also being a student of your inner self. Right? Here, you're being a student of love. You're calming your emotions. You're centering your soul. You're moving forward. As you do so, at times you're going to be so confident. You're just going to think, I got this. These 10 days is going to be a breeze. And at other times, you're going to feel yourself almost brought to your knees. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. And you're going to be really mad at you for doubting, for sitting there and saying, I can't. Because that's one of the things that Taurians do not like. I can is your motto. I can, I will, I am. Just a bit more effort has to be put into it, which I love about Taurians. Right? But here, you have to be kind to yourself. Because you can, you will, and you do. But you have to come from kindness for you. Because you can't just power through. This is something that needs to be addressed. Because here, in this triangle, if you see right here, we have the Page of Cups, we have the 3 of Swords, and we have the 6 of Swords. So here in this triangle, it's saying you're crowned in the triangle by hurt, by pain, by fear, by wanting to be invisible, of just kind of wanting to say to life, you know what, I'd like to take a 10 minutes time out, or a 10-day time out. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm so sick and tired of, same old nonsense, different day. I want to be free. I want to be happy. And I want to move forward in that freedom and that happiness. But there's something here where you feel almost betrayed. You feel stabbed in the back. You feel hurt. You feel overwhelmed. You think, can I do this? The answer is yes, you can. And this is actually something that you're healing from. You're moving forward from this pain. Know that the angels are guiding you. Know that you're heading towards Avalon, the final resting place of King Arthur, a place of magic and wonder. Be honest with yourself about this pain. Because so many times we as human beings, we take that pain and we put it in a little tiny box and we put it on a shelf in our consciousness, in our subconsciousness. And we say, okay, that's it, that's there. And I'm not going to look at it. And then we get more pain and we shove it in a box and we put it on the shelf. And more until we erupt like Vesuvius. Stop. Stop silencing yourself. Stop silencing your heart. This, I always see her as being curled up like an acorn. And she's being stabbed, right? Well, the acorn shell, it has to break open when the acorn starts to grow into an oak. This is the pain. It's kind of like the forging fires. This is the pain that moves you forward. This is the surrender to self that changes the game. It's not until the discomfort of where you are outweighs the fear of where you want to be that you start to move forward. And this is a healing. This is being open with your emotions. And this is saying, I'm setting myself free. Because that's why we have the King of Cups here, the Page of Cups here. You are setting yourself free. If you look at this serpent line. If you look at this serpent line, this pain leads to joy. This pain leads to a connection with your inner self and a healing that you hadn't imagined. we have the King of Swords. Not the King of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles. This is you. Prosperity, abundance, success. People see you as a king. People see you as that actor upon the stage who claims your power, who claims your truth, and moves forward in that wonder. This is what you are doing. You are claiming your power. As you claim your power, you become more of yourself. You are being seen during these 10 days. So whether you want to be or not, whether you're taking these 10 days as a time of introspection and learning, you have yourself right here as the knight moving forward, the king claiming his power, the page learning your lessons, and the king claiming his power. That's your line right here. So this is a very powerful line for you. The king moving forward, taking center stage, saying, I am the force, I am the truth, I was chosen by the divine. Because isn't that what monarchy thought? That they were chosen by the divine to live in palaces while everybody else lived in squalor. To live with abundance when people starved. Right? So here, I'm not saying that you have that power to live far above other people, but I am saying that, or the desire to live like that. What I am saying is that you are embracing your power, your truth, and yourself. And you are seeing the divine within you that is going to help you heal from this pain. This triangle right here is you moving forward. Okay, the Six of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Nine of Cups. You're crowned by pain. You're rooted in a moving forward and a claiming of your power and an embrace of love. Now, the love comes with its own set of mysteries, its own set of, worries and fears. I'm not saying that the Nine of Cups makes everything perfect. But I am saying that this healing moves you to this triangle right here. The Nine of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. Love and protection of who it is that you want to be. Knights protect kings. They swear themselves to a Lord Liege, which is the king. Well, it could also be a lord, but you know what I'm saying. So here, you are claiming your power, you are claiming your truth, and you are moving forward. So you claim your power. As you claim your power, there's going to be a sense of fear. Can I move forward? Can I do this? Am I heading in the right direction? Do I even know what it is that I want? Remember all the times you failed. Remember all the times you fell down, you skinned your knees, you couldn't get back up. So remember the bad investments. Remember the failed loves. That's what this is going to be bringing up. Remember the times where you wished that you could just disappear. And you went, oh gosh, I just wish I was dead. Like, it was just that embarrassing. It was just that overwhelming for you. This is the healing from it. You become a student of the pain that you have been through. You become a student of the suffering that you have been through. And you look at the world and you say, wow, if people can survive that, if people can move forward from that horror of life. And I'm not saying to diminish your pain in any way because it wasn't as bad as somebody else's. I'm saying to look at it and say, I can move forward too. I can move forward too. And then you start to heal because you're connecting with that inner child. You're connecting with that inner wound because somewhere, somehow, this pain went back to your childhood, went back to an insecurity that you had, being teased by your sisters, by your brothers, that maybe you weren't the pretty one, or you weren't the best at sports, or whatever it is that you were told. And so when somebody said it to you while you were in your early 20s, when you were in your teens, when you were in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, it hurt. Your 60s, your 70s, your 80s, your 90s, we can go on. It hurt. It stung because it went back to the root of you. And it was just another affirmation that you weren't good enough. No, it's time to stop it. It's time to stop it because if you hold yourself up to everybody else's mirror, you will be lacking, you will be failing. And that's not where you need to be anymore. Not in a place of lack, not in a place of failure, because we are going from being that child to being that king, that actor upon the stage, the person who is in mastery of themselves. Now, are you in mastery of yourself? No, nobody is. But people think you are. And perception is 99% of the problem. It's 99% of the battle here. You're healing. You've been in this cup. Now you're jumping out. This cup represents the Holy Grail. Now, whether you believe in Christianity or not, whether it's a religion or a mythology for you, that does not matter. Some of you might say, yes, it does. No, it doesn't. It matters that you see this as a place of healing, that you see this as a place of love. Okay, so you're in this healing, you're in this love, and now you're jumping forward. You hold within your hand a gift of love and sacrifice, unlike any other. Right, the Holy Grail is said to have been the cup that was used when Christ had his Last Supper. And he said, take this, all of you, and drink of it. This is the blood of my body, or the blood of my blood, something, blood of my body. All right? So that's the cup. And then it is the cup that is said that Joseph of Arimathea took when Christ was being crucified and Christ was stabbed in the side. He took the cup and held it under his wound, and he took the blood. So then, quite literally, that cup was filled with his blood. So it's the essence of life, which is blood. You cannot live without it. It's the essence of yourself. It's healing, it's abundance, and it's you moving forward. It's you holding that power within your hands. Now, you might have a very strong connection to a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. You might see this water sign energy go from being a student to being the master of his or her situation. Who knows? Because it is going to be different for each and every one of you. This is a general reading. But you're calming the waters. You're going from being a big fish in a small sea to embracing the ocean. And that can just be personally, where for some reason you have limited yourself and said, oh no, I couldn't possibly. And now you're healing and moving forward. Now you're embracing healing, beautiful love. You're saying, I am no longer scared. I am no longer that child, though I love that child that I once was. I am now the adult who can move forward, who can claim their power, who can embrace their truth. The Seven of Wands, don't fight. I mean, don't be a rug, don't, roll over and play dead. Don't do that. But there's going to be a sense that you feel as if you have to defend yourself, as if the world is picking on you. And I don't mean that in a bad way. But do you know when you get in those moods? Or when your head starts playing those games on you? And you just see it as everybody's saying to you, you're just not good enough. And then when somebody actually says to you, you're just not good enough, oh my gosh. It's like a knife in the heart. So here it is saying stop. Stop fighting. Because if you're looking for fights and if you're looking for reasons to not be good enough, you know what your mind does? It gives it to you. It gives it to you because your mind gives you what you're looking for. Our minds are astoundingly magnificent. And what we look for, we find. That's why you'll see on your feeds on Facebook or on social media, things that you are inclined to even Google for start coming up. Because it's saying, okay, you're interested in this, and this will get your attention, which will get you to click on it, which will get whomever more ads, and it will just make them more money. Okay? So we are programmed to respond to what we already like, to what we're already looking for, to what we're already interested in. So here, it is saying, do not look for battles. Because quite frankly, living is a battle in and of itself. It really is. And some people might say, no, it's not. I believe that living is like being in your own little war. It's a battle each day to find yourself. It's a battle each day to keep yourself. It's a battle each day to move forward. It's a battle each day. Claim your power. Claim your truth. Rise above the chaos. Do not stoop to other people's level. And why you're going to feel so emotional. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Because I know that people say, oh, you're just sensitive. Oh, you're just being emotional. And they mean it meanly. I'm not giving you permission to have emotions. I'm saying to you, we as human beings have emotions. Do not put it in a box and shove it on a shelf. That's bad for you. You want to defend yourself because your inner child is being awakened by a pain that you are now moving forward from. So this line right here automatically tells me that this is going to be a little bit more of a sensitive time. This is going to be a little bit more of a time where you feel overwhelmed, where you feel as if you're under a microscope and the sun is burning you. You know how when you were little and you took a microscope, or not a microscope, a magnifying lens outside, and you put it with a piece of paper to start a fire? That's what you'll feel like at times. But here, you're moving forward towards what it is that you love. Will it be roses all the time? No. Roses do not bloom 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, forever and ever and ever. If they did, we wouldn't look at them. We like the rare, we like the exotic, we like the beauty. Okay, so when roses bloom, it is rare. They don't bloom in winter. They're beautiful. They are delicate. They have this allure to them. And that's what you want within your life, to have the allure of a blooming rose, or whatever flower you like the best. Okay, a fragrance that draws you forward, a sense of inner peace, a sense of inner wisdom, okay, that comes through beauty and understanding. And now you are moving forward. Again, you move forward, and now here within your mind, you're taking all your knowledge, all your understanding, even though you're moving slowly. Here, you're moving guided by the angels. The angels guide you. The angels embrace you. And the angels lead you to where it is that you need to be, and they lead you through this hard time. The angels are holding you in the palm of their hand. They are encompassing you with their wings. And you are moving forward. Your subconscious message. I love it. I said you wanted a completion. I did. I said you're like, I'm done with the almost getting there, with the 9. I just want a 10. You have a 10. This is prosperity. This is family. This is those you love as much as family. It's coming together. It's feeling connected. It's so much more than you expected. It's what's important to you. It can be money. It can be people. It can be values, right? But you are being surrounded by a greatness, and you are embracing that greatness and moving forward. Enjoy it. Relish in it. Revel in it. And share your prosperity with others. Not too much. Make sure you have money in the bank. Okay? Be wise, but be generous. And be generous, especially Taurus, especially during this time with yourself. Embrace the kindness, embrace the truth. That is you. All right, Taurus, it is always a pleasure reading for you. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for giving this reading a thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. And I'll be reading for you all really, really soon. Bye, guys.